In the World War, almost all cities were completely destroyed. Now, 300 years later, we are shown a spaceship inhabited by a whole world. The people living in the spaceship used to throw their garbage down to the ground. One day, Dr. Edo finds a robot in that garbage. Not an ordinary robot, but one with half a human body and half a machine body. Dr. Edo takes the robot girl home and repairs her. He gives her a new body. The next day, the robot wakes up. Now a beautiful girl. She is very happy about her new body. The robot asks Dr. Edo who she is and how she came here. Dr. Edo doesn't know the answer himself, so he doesn't tell her anything. He only tells her that when he found her in the garbage, her body was half destroyed, but her brain was active. Later, they repaired her body and attached a new one to her brain. Then, Dr. Edo shows her his city. The robot is amazed by the city. She sees the spaceship and asks Dr. Edo what it is and if it's another world. Dr. Edo tells her that after World War, this was the only city left and it's called Sky City. Life in Sky City is quite good. Everyone wants to go there because rich people live there and poor people live in this world. Then, Dr. Edo gives the robot a name. He says, "From now on, your name is Alita." Alita is very happy to hear her name. Dr. Edo also tells Alita that all the humans living on the ground work for Sky City. They work for Sky City's factories and industries. Later on, Alita saves a puppy from a giant machine. There, she meets a boy named Hugo. Hugo praises her skills because she was very powerful. Alita and Hugo become good friends. And that night, a girl is murdered in the city. There is several serial killers in the city who kidnaps and murders girls at night. They sells their body parts. That night, Alita sees Dr. Edo coming back home from somewhere. She sees blood on his hands. She thinks that the killer is not anyone else but Dr. Edo. The next day, Alita is about to go out. Dr. Edo tells her, "Here, people can kill anyone for money, so never go out at night and come back home before evening." Then, Dr. Edo's wife comes to see him. They both are now living separately. They start talking and Dr. Edo tells his wife that the body he gave Alita was actually their daughter's body, who died, so he gave her body to Alita. Later, in the way Alita sees some people playing a game and she likes it very much, Hugo is also there. He tells Alita that the game is called Motorball, and it is very popular in the city. Then Hugo takes Alita to play the game with him. At first, Alita falls while playing, but then she plays the game very well and wins. Everyone is impressed by her. Then Hugo takes Alita to his favorite place, the roof of a building. From there, the whole city, including Sky City, is visible. There is also a very big pipe there. Hugo tells her that all the goods come from Sky City to the ground through this pipe. "I am working very hard to go to Sky City. You will see. One day I will go there." Alita asks what Sky City looks like. Hugo tells her that Dr. Edo actually picked you up from the garbage, which was from Sky City. This means that you came from Sky City. But Alita doesn't remember anything. She has lost her memory and forgotten her past. The next night, Dr. Edo goes out and Alita follows him. She reaches a dark place and sees Dr. Edo chasing a lady. He is about to kill her with his weapon when Alita stops him. Then Alita realizes that Dr. Edo is not a killer, but a warrior hunter. Warrior hunters are those who kill killers and then take their bodies to the factory in exchange for a lot of money. At the same time, a killer comes there. This is the killer who has been killing the girls living in the city. Alita bravely confronts the killer and beats him so badly that he is forced to flee. She manages to kill another killer. Then, Dr. Edo and Alita take the killer's head to the factory, where they get $200 in exchange for it. After that, Dr. Edo tells Alita his story of how he became a warrior hunter. He says that one day a patient entered his clinic looking for drugs. Dr. Edo himself had made the patient so powerful, and when he didn't get drugs, he killed Dr. Edo's daughter in anger. Since then, Dr. Edo became a warrior hunter to take revenge on such killers. Later, we are shown a man named Vector. Vector is the owner and conductor of the Motorball Championship game in the city. We also see Dr. Edo's wife with Vector. Dr. Edo's wife has joined hands with Vector because Vector promised her that he would send her to Sky City. Then, we see the same robot killer that Alita killed the previous night. The robot goes to Vector and tells him that Alita did this to his body. Vector scolds him, saying, "You were defeated by a child." The robot says she is not a child, but very powerful. Vector tells to Killer Robot that your job now is to kill Alita and bring her to me. After that, Hugo takes Alita to the Motorball Championship game. He also tells her that whoever wins this game will be sent to Sky City. Alita is very happy to hear this. She enjoys the game. Then Hugo takes Alita to see an old fighter ship. He says, it is a 300-year-old ship belonging to the enemy. When Alita sees the ship, she is drawn to it. She jumps into the water and goes to the ship. She finds a high-tech body in the ship. Alita takes the body to Dr. Edo and asks him to replace her body with this one. She wants to fit this body with her head, but Dr. Edo refuses. He says, this body is very powerful because it has a lot of energy. If this body is fitted with you, you will become very dangerous. So dangerous that you will kill people and destroy the city. Alita is angry after hearing this refusal. Then she goes to the factory. There, Alita decides to become a warrior hunter. Then she goes to a club with Hugo, all the warrior hunters of the city also in there. She provokes them to kill Vector's robot killer because he is the killer who is killing all the girls and other people in the city. One hunter makes fun of Alita. He says, "You are so small. How will you kill him? How did you become a warrior hunter?" Hearing this, Alita fights with him to prove her ability. All the hunters are shocked to see this. At the same time, Vector's robot killer comes there. He has become much bigger now because Dr. Edo's wife upgraded him. As soon as he arrives, he attacks Alita. Alita also attacks him, and the robot goes to an underground place to save himself. Alita follows him and enters the underground place. There is a tremendous fight between the two. In the end, the robot tears Alita's body into pieces. He is about to kill her, but at that moment, Dr. Edo, Hugo, and the warrior hunters arrive there. They confront the killer and burn his body. The killer flees from there to save himself. Dr. Edo takes Alita's severed body home. Alita's body was completely destroyed. Now, Dr. Edo has no other option, so he attaches the body he found in the ship to Alita. The next morning, when Alita wakes up, she feels good because she now has a new, powerful body. She is very happy to get this new body. The next day, Alita goes to meet Hugo. When Hugo sees her body, he likes it very much. He is impressed. Here, Hugo tells Alita, "I want to go to Sky City as soon as possible, but I need a lot of money to go there. And I can earn that much money by selling body parts or by winning the motor championship game." Alita takes out her heart and gives it to Hugo, saying, "Take my heart and sell it. You will get enough money and you will be able to go to Sky City." Alita's heart is not a normal heart. It has many powers. It is so powerful that it can provide electricity to the entire city for many months. But Hugo refuses to take Alita's heart. He says, "No, you don't need to do this. Keep your heart with you because your heart is very important." He says, "You should participate in the motor championship game. I think you can win this game. If you win, we will both go to Sky City." Alita agrees and is ready to participate in the race. She wants to do all this for Hugo because she likes him. Then we see Vector hiring some killers and hunters to kill Alita. He tells them, "If you kill Alita in the game, I will give you all 5 million, which are very important for going to Sky City." Then we see the hunter who fought with Alita in the club. He wants to take revenge from Alita for her insults. He kills a man and puts the blame on Hugo. Now, Hugo has been accused of killing someone, so he has become a killer. On the other hand, we see Alita who is going to participate in the Motorball Championship game. After a while, the game starts. All the killers in the game start chasing Alita. They attack her, but Alita is not less than anyone, so she confronts them all and kills them one by one. At that time, Alita gets a call from Hugo who tells her that the hunter wants to kill him. Alita leaves the game and goes to save Hugo. The hunter is about to kill Hugo when Alita reaches there and stops the hunter. Then Alita sees a poster showing Hugo as a killer, and there is a reward on his head. Whoever kills him will get $300. At the same time, the city police come there to kill Hugo because everyone believes that Hugo is a killer and it is necessary to kill him. So all the people tell Alita to kill Hugo. But at that moment, the hunter plunges a sword into Hugo's stomach. Alita takes him to a deserted building. Hugo is counting his last breaths when Dr. Ito's wife arrives there. She tells Alita, "Cut off Hugo's head and connect it to your heart. Later, we will put a robot body on him." After a while, she cuts off Hugo's head and brings it in front of everyone to show them. But later, she takes Hugo's head to Dr. Ito, who operates on it and attaches another body to Hugo's head. This brings Hugo back to life. Both Alita and Hugo are very happy because now Hugo also has a body like Alita's. Dr. Ito tells Alita that Vector deceives everyone. He deceives everyone by saying that, "I will send you all to Sky City by money, while no human can go to Sky City with money. And from this world, only those who win the Motorball Championship game can go to Sky City. Otherwise, no one can go." Dr. Ito also tells Alita that he and his wife were born in Sky City. They came here to get their daughter's treatment and got stuck here ever since. Hearing this, Alita is very angry and goes to kill Vector. Alita goes straight to the factory. Vector's machines attack her, but now Alita has a powerful body, so she destroys all of them one by one. After destroying all the machines and robots, Alita goes to kill Vector. But at that time, Vector's special robot killer comes there and attacks Alita. She gets injured and falls down. Then Alita remembers her past. Her lost memory comes back. Alita sees that she was a fighter. Alita also participated in the World War, which happened almost 300 years ago. But all her friends died in that war. She also remembers that Sky City's master was doing all this, and he had killed all her friends. Remembering all this, she becomes very emotional. She has lost all her friends and is very angry. Then, the robot killer attacks Alita. Using her sword, she cuts the robot killer into 2 pieces. Then she attacks Vector with the sword and kills him there. Then, Dr. Ito calls Alita and tells her that Hugo is going towards Sky City, climbing those pipes. Alita follows him and tells him, "You don't need to go to Sky City. There is nothing up there. We will live our lives together in this world." In some way, Alita convinces Hugo to come back. But at that moment, the master of Sky City is watching all this from above. He throws a weapon at them. Hugo's entire body is cut into separate parts. But at that moment, Alita grabs his hand. Alita tries her best to save him, but Hugo's hand slips from hers and he dies there. Alita is very sad to lose Hugo, and she starts crying. Now Alita decides to go to Sky City and will not leave the master of Sky City alive because she wants to avenge Hugo's death. Later, we see that Alita has won the Motorball Championship game. She points her sword towards Sky City and tells the master of Sky City, "I am coming." And with this, the movie ends. Thank you for watching. Please support us by subscribing to the channel.